July 22nd, 2019. 2:17 p.m. I was standing in front of a rented mansion in Beverly Hills. 8,000 square feet. Infinity pool. Marble floors. A view of the city. I paid $3,500 for 3 hours. The owner handed me the keys. She said, "Don't break anything." I said, "I won't." I lied. My name is Madison. I was 24 years old. Instagram influencer. My handle was @MadisonLuxury. I had 380,000 followers. I posted photos of designer bags, luxury cars, exotic vacations, and private jets. None of it was mine. I grew up in Bakersfield, California. My dad was a mechanic. My mom was a receptionist. We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment. I shared a room with my sister until I was 18. I went to community college for 2 years. I dropped out. I moved to LA with $3,000 in savings and a dream. My first job was at a clothing store. $13 an hour. I hated it. I started an Instagram account. I posted photos of myself in cheap outfits. I gained 1,000 followers. Then 2,000. Then 5,000. A brand offered me $50 for a post. I took it. A month later, another brand offered me $200. I was hooked. I learned the game. Brands don't care if you're rich. They care if you look rich. I started renting. A designer handbag for $200 a day. A luxury car for $500 a day. A mansion for $3,500 for 3 hours. A private jet for $2,000 for photo shoot. I would fly to a hangar, take 50 photos in 20 minutes and leave. I never went anywhere. I just looked like I did. I bought followers. 100,000 for $5,000. My engagement rate was fake. My comments were from bots. My likes were from click farms. I didn't care. Brands didn't check. They just saw the numbers. By 2019, I had 1.2 million followers. I was making $40,000 a month from sponsorships. A detox tea company paid me $15,000 per post. A flat tummy tea company paid me $12,000. A waist trainer company paid me $10,000. A Fashion Nova paid me $8,000. I had 12 sponsors. My monthly income was $180,000. My expenses were $50,000. Rentals, travel, outfits, photographers. I was pocketing $130,000 a month. I was 24 years old. I bought a condo. $800,000. Not rented. Mine. I bought a used Mercedes S-Class. $70,000. I bought designer clothes. Real ones. Chanel.
Gucci. Dior.
I had a closet full of bags. I stopped renting. I started owning. I was no longer faking. I was rich. For real. In 2020, I launched a masterclass. How to get rich on Instagram. For $197 per person. I sold 8,000 spots. $3.9 million in revenue. I had no curriculum. I had no experience. I had no business teaching anyone. I did it anyway. I filmed it in my living room. A ring light. A microphone. A script I wrote in 2 days. People bought it. They believed me. I also sold merch. Hoodies that said "Rich Bitch." $80 each. Sold 15,000 of them. $1.2 million. I sold a luxury retreat in Cabo. $5,000 per person.
50 people came.
$250,000. I rented a villa. Hired a chef. Took photos. They thought they were learning. They were just paying for my lifestyle. By the end of 2020, I had made $6.2 million. I was 25 years old. I bought a penthouse in Miami. $2.2 million. I bought a Lamborghini Urus. $240,000. I bought a boat. $350,000. I was on top of the world. I stopped paying taxes. Not on purpose. I just didn't know how. I had an accountant.
He was cheap.
$500 a month. He filed my returns. He said, "You owe $1.8 million. I said, "I don't have that." I had spent everything. The penthouse. The car. The boat. The clothes. The trips. I had $200,000 in savings. I owed $1.8 million in taxes. I ignored it. In 2021, I made another $4.2 million. More sponsors. More merch. Another masterclass. I owed another $1.4 million in taxes. Total tax debt, $3.2 million. I had $300,000 in savings. I was underwater. I started borrowing money. Personal loans. $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. I took a loan from a private lender. 18% interest. I told him I was investing in crypto. I was not. I was paying for my lifestyle. My monthly expenses were $80,000. My income was dropping. Sponsors were leaving. The detox tea company got sued. The flat tummy tea company went bankrupt. The waist trainer company was exposed as a scam. My reputation was fading. In 2022, I made $1.2 million, half of what I made the year before. I owed another $400,000 in taxes. Total tax debt, $3.6 million. I had $50,000 in savings. I had $800,000 in personal loans. I had a penthouse with a $1.4 million mortgage. I had a Lamborghini with a $180,000 loan. I had a boat with a $250,000 loan. I was drowning. The IRS sent me a letter. Certified mail. Notice of intent to levy. They wanted $3.6 million. I had $50,000. I called a tax attorney. He cost $50,000. I paid him with my last savings. He said, we can settle for $1.2 million. I said, I don't have $1.2 million. He said, then they'll take everything. In April 2023, the IRS froze my accounts. My checking account, my savings account, my PayPal, my Stripe, all frozen. I couldn't pay my mortgage. I couldn't pay my car loan. I couldn't pay my personal loans. I defaulted on everything. The bank foreclosed on my penthouse. Sold for $1.6 million. I owed $1.4 million. The bank took their money. I got $200,000. I gave it to the IRS. They still wanted $3.4 million. The Lamborghini was repossessed. Sold at auction for $120,000. I owed $180,000. The lender came after me for $60,000. I paid it with a credit card. The boat was repossessed. Sold for $150,000. I owed $250,000. I paid it with another credit card. I was 27 years old. I had $0 in savings. $500,000 in credit card debt. $3.4 million owed to the IRS. $200,000 in personal loans. Total debt, $4.1 million. I had no assets, no job, no income. My Instagram followers had dropped to 400,000. My engagement was dead. Sponsors were gone. I moved back to Bakersfield. My parents' apartment. The same two-bedroom apartment I grew up in. My sister was gone. She had a family now. I slept in her old room. Twin bed. Pink walls. Posters of boy bands from 2010. I was 27 years old. My mom asked what happened. I said I made bad choices. She said, you're alive. She hugged me. I cried. She didn't. I got a job at a grocery store. $16 an hour. I stock shelves. I clean the floors. I help old people find the soup aisle. My boss is named Carlos. He doesn't know about Instagram. He doesn't know about the penthouse. He doesn't know about the Lamborghini. He thinks I'm just a girl who needs a job.
He's right.
I still have debt. $3.4 million to the IRS. I'm on a payment plan. $500 a month. I'll be done in 566 years. The credit card debt was discharged in bankruptcy. The personal loans were discharged. My credit score is 410. I can't rent an apartment. I can't buy a car. I can't get a credit card. I live with my parents. I drive my mom's 2012 Honda Civic. It has 150,000 miles. The check engine light has been on for 4 years. I don't post on Instagram anymore. My account is still up. 400,000 followers. I haven't logged in 2 years. People still comment. Where are you? Miss you. Are you okay? I don't answer. I don't know what to say. I'm stocking shelves at a grocery store in Bakersfield.
No.
I think about the mansion sometimes. The rented one. The infinity pool. The marble floors. I think about the private jet. The 20 minutes on the tarmac. I think about the masterclass. The 8,000 people who paid me to teach them how to get rich. I taught them nothing. I knew nothing. I think about the IRS agent. His name was Mr. Henderson. He was kind. He said, you're not a criminal. You're just a kid who didn't know better. I said, I'm not a kid. He said, you're 27. That's a kid to me. He was right. I am 29 now. I still live with my parents. I still work at the grocery store. I still owe $3.4 million. I pay $500 a month. It comes out of my paycheck automatically.
I don't even see it.
My take-home pay is $2,200 a month. I give $500 to my parents for rent. I spend $300 on food. I save $400. The rest goes to gas and insurance and my phone bill. I have $8,000 in savings. That's it. That's my net worth. $8,000. At 29 years old, I had $6.2 million at 25. Now I have $8,000. I don't have a penthouse. I don't have a Lamborghini. I don't have a boat. I have a twin bed, pink walls, a Honda Civic, a job at a grocery store. I learned something. Fake it till you make it only works if you eventually make it. I never made it. I just faked it. Then I got caught. Now I'm not faking anything. I'm just living.
Small.
Quiet.
Real.
My mom makes me breakfast every morning. She burns the toast sometimes. I don't care.
I eat it anyway.
My dad asks about work. I say it's fine. He says that's good. That's the whole conversation. I have a friend. Her name is Sarah. We met at the grocery store. She works in the deli. She doesn't know about my past. She thinks I'm just a girl from Bakersfield. I am.
Now.
I am 29 years old. I have $8,000 in savings, $3.4 million in tax debt, a Honda Civic, a twin bed,
A job.
a mom who burns toast. I am not rich. I am not famous. I am not an influencer. I am real. That's enough.